The Nigerian Shippers Council says the new Dala Inland Dry Port, which is expected to commence operations soon, will boost trade viability in the country. The executive secretary of the council, Hassan Bello, said this during the presentation of the reviewed full business report for Dala Inland Dry Port in Abuja. Bello said construction of the 284-kilometer road at $1.96 billion, which cross-borders Kano, Katsina, Jibia, Maradi rail line, would be integrated into the project. According to him, the market share analysis for the Dala Inland Dry Port has been limited to Kano State, 40% market share, which is the primary market. Surrounding states such as Bauchi, Katsina, Kaduna, and Jigawa are put at 15% market share as secondary markets. Bello attributed his optimism to growing population, saying Nigeria will surpass the 206 million population mark, while the economy is expected to shrink by 4.3% as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic.
The Dala Dry Port will transport large volumes of cargo, let me just say that, internally and also internationally. And that's what makes it extremely viable. We are going to generate cargo in Nigeria, distribution all over. That's number one. Number two, we have coastally challenged countries as our neighbors, Niger, Chad, Northern Cameroon, if you like. And that port will be an aperture, will be an opening, so Kano, Maradi, rail line, which people ignorantly condemn, will be justified, so much so. We look at the African Continental Free Trade area, which will move in Africa 30 million people out of extreme poverty. It will generate about $292 billion as income. We will reduce barriers to international trade, simplify custom procedures and abridge them, remove red tapeism, and that will mean corresponding employment of our people, which is significant. We want trading to be done across the border. Nigeria must benefit from the trade economy. And this is one infrastructure, all over the world that will be recognized as the intention of Nigeria to benefit from this. We cannot benefit from any trade agreement unless we have the cost of doing business come down, and that includes infrastructure. And I'm talking not about road or rail or something, I'm talking even about electricity. So our readiness is important, and Dala Dry Port has defined Nigeria's readiness. And I have no fear whatsoever that this will be a stellar port, a modern port, and of which we'll be very proud of.
In his remarks, the chairman, Dala Inland Dry Port, Alhaji Abubakar Bawuro, said that the dry port would hopefully commence operations in July, with some of the infrastructure scheduled for completion by June. Bawuro said that the port was very imperative as it would give direction to the activities of the dry inland port.
The Dala Inland Dry Port, like any other dry port, is a port just like any other port that you are familiar with. It carries out full complements of port services, and the beauty of it is that those operating and running businesses upcountry do not have to bother themselves relating with the seaports, which are quite afar. They can now destine their goods and cargoes to our dry port and then relate with us very close to home, rather than bothering to do it across the field like Lagos, Port Harcourt, or Calabar. So that's the advantage that importers would have